making is crafting and DIYs. So I'm really excited because this is my first art and craft video, and in this video I'm just going to be making some crafts and some DIYs, especially DIYs for school because it's almost back to school, and I know school has already started, but I just love making DIYs of school especially, and that's why, yeah. So I'm going to make some DIYs and crafting ideas today, and if you want to know how to make them, keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and comment down in the comments below after watching this video which craft or DIY do you like the best and which one did you try out for making. Let's get going. Woohoo! Okay, so first we're going to be making a stationary pen or pencil holder. For that, we will need a small box of anything, maybe plastic. I think it's better to take a plastic box, not a glass one, because a glass can fall and break, but a plastic won't fall. Okay, so what we need to do is we'll take this small plastic box. I've taken a Nutella, okay? So we'll take a colored sheet, okay? You can even take an A4 sized normal sheet which is plain and white, or you can even take a colored sheet. It's your choice. Now, what we need to do is we need to take our scissors and we need to measure the shape of, and we do need some decorating items like sketch pens and things, and tape or glue, pens, pencils, things like that, and definitely we need scissors. That's the main process. Okay, so first we want to take our scissors and cover the box, measure the size of the box. Like, see, I'm going to measure the size of, without the lid of the box. So it's this much. With your pen, just mark the measurements of the box. Okay? Mark the measurements as I'm doing right here on the sheet or cardboard or paper, whichever you cover it with. You're just gonna go like that and mark the measurements without the lid, because we don't need to cover the lid. If we want, then we can cover the lid too. Okay. So right here, as you can see, I've just marked it a little dark. Right here I've marked it, how much the measurements needed. Okay, so this is the measurements which we need for my paper to be perfectly fit for that. Okay, now we need to measure how much, like the width of that thing. So like I have my Nutella's box, and what I need to do is I need to just measure the width. So just measure the width. I guess we need just one whole strip, like the bottom part of the paper. Okay, so we need to just cut that in place, and then we're going to start our work. Okay, now I've cut the strip of the small sheet which was needed for my to cover my box. As you can see, it's perfectly covering the box. Okay, now we just need to wrap it around like that. Okay, we have to wrap it and cut off the excess part like this. We need to cut off a little strip off the top part because it's covering the lid. So we just need to cut off a little part of that. A small little strip. Don't make it too thick, because if you cut too much off and it's not enough, then it won't be. The strip of paper you have cut will be useless and will get wasted. And that's why just cut a strip. Thin, like a really thin strip of your piece of cardboard to not cover the lid, because we do not need to cover the lid. Okay, now we need to stick. Anyhow, you can use glue, scissors and tape, whatever, to just cover this box with your sheet. Okay, so what we need to do is we put some tape and cover the box. As simple as that. Now we'll start to cover the box and we'll just roll it up like that and put some tape at the end. After we've put the tape, I'm gonna put the tape. After I'm done putting the tape, I'll just trim off the small excess parts. I'll do some decoration. Right now, I'm just gonna tape this part on with that. Okay, so I've taken my small piece of tape Now what I need to do is I need to add the tape at the end of this, right like that, okay? So what we need to do is we need to just add the tape at the end of the cardboard, take our box and finally cover the main thing. And something to do before covering is just take off the lid once again, because see, if the lid gets covered it will be difficult to open the box. Okay, so now we just need to do cover like that. If you need, then you can even cut a small part again of the strip you have made. Cover it really tight and nice. Okay, now I've covered this. Isn't it perfect? Now what we need to do is take our scissors once more and trim off, there's this excess piece, as you can see, of my cardboard. Just trim off that, because it will look really weird after, just take that out a little and start trimming that off. Tape that on very nicely first and then start trimming it off. There we go, it's done. Now anything which is left to do is decorating, and I can't guide you in decorating, of course. You just need to decorate with your own imagination and any art techniques that you have. You can even put ribbon, put some other color cardboards, or even take your own color cardboard and trim some pieces off and color those and just stick them on this. So I'm going to do some decorating. Before decorating, this is my box. I'm going to turn it over once and see that there's a lot of excess cardboard left at the bottom. What we need to do for that is, again, as I told you, trim that much part off, and then we have our ready after decorating. There we go. Now I've decorated the whole box. Isn't it so pretty? Dream, love, have fun. And a POORVI stationery box or holder. It's so pretty. Now there's one last step left to do. If you want, you can add a ribbon over here, a red color ribbon, and tie a knot over here. Right now, I'm not going to be doing that because I don't want to. I like this as it is. But after that, there's one last step left, and that is this, of course. Put your stationery in. You can put your tape in it. You can put your markers, your pen in it. You can even put your scissors in it. It's a perfect stationery box for your school stationery, or maybe a school DIY or school supply. So pretty, and it can be kept anywhere. Ta-da! It's perfect. Now keep your stationery and keep it somewhere like here. There we go, it's perfect. You can use it to write anything, to do anything, and it's perfect. Okay, so the second thing we're going to be doing is a home decorative item. It's a room decorating item, or a dining room, or any room which you can keep it. For that, you know the lid you took off your box of Nutella or whichever your box you had, you took off this. That lid you have to take. Okay, so we have to take that lid and take a small toy or something really small which you can fit on this. Some toy like this. Okay, so I've got this Angry Birds chop toy thing, and it has an Angry Bird sign on it. So as I told you, for this activity, we need a lid, a small Angry Bird toy or any random toy just as small as maybe this much. Angry Bird toy is this much. It can be even smaller if you want. There's no problem. Okay, after that, we will need some decorating items again. Some paint, especially paint, or even girls, you can use some nail polish if you don't have paint, but I'm sure you have paint. And then, this is really simple. Just paint this lid. I'm going to paint this lid, and then we have to stick this toy or shopper or anything on top of it. If you want, you can even keep a small cotton place and then stick the sharpener on that. It will look even more pretty. There we go. Now I've stuck this Angry Bird on the lid, as you can all see. Now all I need to do is decorate the lid or even inside the box over here and the sides of the toy. There we go. I've made a small boyish style which will definitely suit Angry Bird, and I've specially made Angry Bird facing a little this way because Angry Bird is quite angry and he wanted me to do that. He's joking. Angry Bird, the Angry Birds are normally a little curved, and this design is really suiting Angry Bird, and yeah, he looks really cool. I left the bottom specially. I by purpose left it white so it looks awesome. I can add some small hearts or anything, but I didn't wanna. See, this fell. Oh, that was okay. I just added some tape. That's why it just fell down a little. Okay. So this was the second activity to make. It's a small decorating item. You can use it anywhere. You can keep it close to your small box you made as a small decoration or anything. This was the second. This was the first one. And this was the second one. These were both made really difficultly and awesome, and they're amazing. Let's get going to the third one. Wait, before we move on to the third thing, I'm going to tell you something. This Angry Bird thing was actually a sharpener. And this keeps on falling. So it's actually a sharpener, and that's why I wanted to tell you that with this sharpener, you can just do something. What you can do is take some small pencil, and let me show you better. Take a pencil and glue gun this really tightly and then sharpen the pencil. The sharpenings will fall, but the sharpenings will not fall anywhere in your house or your school. They will just fall, it's still falling. They will just fall in this box, and that won't matter that much. So this is the second DIY, and it's perfect. Now we're moving on to the third DIY. It's not exactly a DIY, but it is a small school supply. As I told you, I'm going to be making a lot of school supplies. Okay, so the last one is a to-do list. That's actually like a small thing which you can stick on your fridge, refrigerator, or any almirah or your lockers. What we need to do for this is a study to-do list, or a school to-do list as you can call it. What we're going to do is we're going to mention a to-do list on top and write all the things we do throughout the day. So we wake up at 6 o'clock, go to school, come back, eat lunch, sleep for some time, do studies from this to this time, go to park, come back, eat dinner, and go to sleep. So it's a small to-do list which you can actually use, and it's really, really useful. So I'm just going to write the things I do throughout one day. And then after that, we have to turn the paper around. At the back, we need to stick a small magnet, and then we can stick it on our refrigerator or our locker or anywhere in our rooms. So let's get making the to-do list. R-E-P-A-T. Repeat. There we go. I've done making my to-do list. This is kind of a timetable of what we do throughout the day, but it's technically a to-do list too. Okay, after we've done a to-do list, we have to stick the magnet at the back. So we have to get our magnet from somewhere. You can either take something off the fridge or somehow just get the magnet, and then if you don't have a magnet, then it's your choice. You can even put a piece of tape on top of the to-do list part and stick it anywhere you want. I suggest as a part of the tape, to put the tape and stick the to-do list is better, because if you put a magnet, then the magnet can only stick to something on iron. But if you don't put a magnet, then you can stick it anywhere. So I've put a magnet right now, but I've put a tape too for support if it falls or anything. Now I'm just going to stick it on my fridge. Okay, now I just need to stick this on my fridge. There we go, it's perfect. You can come back from school, read what you need to do next, and do that. It's perfect. Hey guys, it's POORVI, and today's theme was crafting and DIY. DIYs. Hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button. Comment down in the comments below which out of these three, first the stationery holder, second the small designer holder, and third the to-do list, did you like the most and which one did you try out? Hope you enjoyed watching my video. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you later.